Today marks a significant moment in the life of our city. A time for reflection, accountability, and renewed vision. It is with great pride and anticipation that we gather to witness the State of the City address, allowing us to look back on our achievements, confront our challenges, and chart the course for the future. As we prepare to hear the plans, milestones, and aspirations for our city, let us open our minds and hearts to the vision that will guide us forward. And now, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present the leader of our city, a public servant committed to excellence and genuine service. Pagadianos, ladies and gentlemen, shall we all rise as we welcome the City Mayor of the City of Pagadian, the Honorable Samuel Esco, in his State of the City address.
Siya ang mayor ko, ang hinaw mo. I feel this feeling, magpalain kita sa pag-asenso. We got sabi ko. Tawan niyo.
Masensong gabi kaninyong tanan, kindly be seated. I would like to ask for an apology because how I wish I could mention a lot of guests, but I was barred from mentioning so much. Anyway, it was already mentioned by our steering committee chairman. Kay ang ako daw soka 15 page. Nagdungagan pa na kong acknowledgement, pati na yun doon kaasa. But I just have to mention a few, ha? Kasi luan nila ko sa uban. To our honored awardees and their families, of course, I would like to mention our former Secretary of the DPWH, the Honorable Congressman Roger Mercado. To the Steering Committee Chairman for the 57th araw ng Pagadian, City Councilor Lance Samuel Co. To the Vice Chairman of the Steering Committee, Councilor Jigger Ariosa. To my only wife, our First Lady, Ilang-Ilang Co. To the Board Top-Notcher, Number 3 in Architecture, former Councilor Sam Tairaco. Wa po magpalupig. My youngest daughter, summa cum laude, Samantha Elians. Of course, to my father-in-law, former Vice Mayor, Attorney Balileng Fernandez, my mother-in-law, former board member, former councilor, Dr. Dicky Fernandez. To my sister-in-law, Mia, and brother-in-law, Mel Feliciano. And to Sam Tyra's friend, Robin, is also here. To the honorable members of the judiciary, I would like to mention Executive Judge Romeo Descaliar, to our City Fiscal, City State Prosecutor Cliato Edralin, and to the rest of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. Our allies, our fellow public servant in the different municipality, and I would like to mention the famous mayor, the most suspended mayor, Mayor Balong Molina. And we also have Mayor Bader Malaco, and I saw Vice Mayor Banjo Cordero. To the members of the City Tourism Council, partners yun na nato sa kalihukan sa city. And of course, to our barangay captains, barangay officials, barangay captains, asa mo? To our law enforcement agency or to all the men in uniform. Hello. And of course, I just like to mention my City Chief of Police, Lieutenant Colonel Eric Humpa. Eric? To all the regional directors, provincial directors, city director, to the DepEd family, to the DILG family, and of course, I have to mention my city DILG, Ma'am Maribel Estoquia. To the COA family, and to our city COA, Ma'am Maria Elena Riales. The Pangasinan Zamboanga del Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry Foundation, to the Pangasinan Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce, to the chairman, to the managers, and to all the board of directors of PAWAD and PAMANA, to the Bankers Association of Pagadian, to all the bank managers who are here, to all our church leaders, to all the pastors who are here, to our different schools and colleges, to the officers and members of the media, to all the NGOs, CSOs, fraternities, associations, and Masonic family, to the city government family, city department head, city government employees, headed by our city administrator, Attorney Roxanne Tan, to all the guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight, as we celebrate the 57th Araw ng Pagadian, we come together not only to honor our most outstanding Pagadianons and our very supportive media partners, but also to reflect on the journey of our beloved city. This occasion, filled with pride and unity, is the most fitting moment to share with all of you in the State of the City address, a story of our gratitude, and I stand before you to present this report, not as numbers or policies alone, but as the living testament of our people's resilience and progress. So that first and foremost, I give thanks and glory to our Almighty God for His unending guidance and blessings upon our beloved city and to our people. Our city is so blessed that we are being spared with any calamity. While the calamity from Luzon is now transferred to Visayas and Mindanao, Pagadian City is always being spared. Thank God. I always pray for that. And I also extend my deepest gratitude to every Pagadianon for your continued trust, confidence, prayers, and of course, the unwavering support throughout the years for so many elections that I have passed. For the opportunity to serve as your mayor for almost 18 years this coming 2028. This has been one of my greatest honors and blessings of my life. Again, from the bottom of my heart, daghan kayong salamat kaninyong tanan. As I begin my third term for my second round as your city mayor, this occasion allow us not only to celebrate our achievement, but also to reflect on our journey. The journey of Ascenso Pagadian. When I returned to office way back in 2019, or in my first term on my second round as your city mayor, Pagadian faced many challenges. There was so much work to be done. Then, and our priority was clear, to restore first peace and order, safety, and public confidence in our city, so that we undertook the rehabilitation of roads, installed street lights and traffic lights. For you to know, we have already installed more than 10,000 solar lights in every purok in the 54 barangays. We almost completed the construction of all sidewalks with proper drainage in the city proper. And we restored our government facilities. Among these were the C3 Mall, ang among generator, pagbalik nako, wala kasulay o change oil. Kung mag-change oil, gali ang tao, generator na ba? And on C3, I'm proud of that because it's the only LGU-owned mall in the country. We make rehabilitation of the Pagadian City Fish Port to the Agora Market, which now features a fully air-conditioned meat section and is currently undergoing renovation of its fish section. The slaughterhouse, the integrated bus terminal, now we have the main and we have the annex. And the beautification of Plaza Luz. Iguba man nila ang akong dancing fountain, so I have to buy another one. To further strengthen peace and security, we established an emergency command center. We started with 250 CCTV camera. Now, we are on the process of installing 1,000 cameras around the city. And this time, it's upgraded because it is the expensive camera with facial recognition. So we can detect, we can search anybody we wanted to search. We just place the face and all the cameras will be looking for him. Okay? So kung naamoy ABI, na may pangitaon, Tuman ako. Anang mga babae, gaduda mo sa inyong bana, doon mo na ako. We also intensified our campaign for cleanliness and orderliness. So right now, we are in the process of transferring all our sidewalk vendors to our boulevard or our baywalk. Kanan, ibalhin ako dito. So that in a few weeks from now, wala na yung vendors around the city. Dakpon kita mo pag na mabilin. Because we cannot control the numbers. It's increasing. Every week it's increasing. So I have to put them in one area so I can control. Then the rest, na bag-o. That's the one now. Ang puno na, there are almost 300 plus sidewalk vendors. Loe mapod. They're just doing business, no? So tagaan ako sa area, but it has to be secluded. It was also during this term that we worked tirelessly to strengthen Pagadian's role as the regional government center of Western Mindanao. Through our relentless effort and close coordination with the national government agency, the transfer of regional offices regained momentum. More offices established their presence in our city, bringing government services closer to our people and contributing very much to our local economy. Today, Pagadian continues to fulfill its mandate as the administrative center of Region 9, with a total of 66 regional offices now holding office here in our city. This represents an 86% increase from only 35 regional offices prior to 2019. So as a backgrounder, when we started the actual transfer in 2007, during my first term, there were only 4 regional offices. Aming sugot na mobalhin dere. So we began the construction of the office building. By 2012, we were able to convince 31 more national government agencies. The transfer was, however, halted by a moratorium in 2013. So that when we came back to office in 2019, we fought very hard to lift the moratorium. After less than a year, in 2020, it was granted, the moratorium was lifted by President Duterte. So that from then on in 2020 until today, 2026, there are already 65 established regional offices in Pagadian City. And still counting, okay, the rest are not completed yet. Our recognition as one of the Professional Regulation Commission's testing center in the country has opened opportunities and generated economic benefits for our city, welcoming thousands of examinees. Professionals and visitors are coming each year. From only, we started sponsoring all the expenses charged to the city. And then after 2 years, we started with only 4 licensure examination. But now, we're proud to say that out of 46 licensure examination, total of 46, we now have around 30 plus. Sayop-sayop man siguro ni. Laba si RD niya. But in most of the courses have an examination twice a year. So this growth reflects Pagadian's expanding role as a regional center for professional advancement, while making licensure examinations more accessible to aspiring professionals in the city throughout the Western Mindanao. Moreover, Pagadian City has also been recognized as the Philippine Military Academy, or PMA, and PNPA Entrance Examination Center. So every year, diri mag-exam sa Pagadian, both PNP and PMA. Providing aspiring cadets from the city and from the whole region a greater access or opportunities to become someday an officer of the AFP and an officer of the PNP. This recent distinction of the Second Lieutenant Mark John Vincent Katakutan Ato Gidne from Barangay Nakulan, PMA Class 2026, graduated as top 2, magna cum laude. It's bringing honor and pride to Pagadian City. Soon, I'm very sure that our city will produce Pagadianon generals in both PNP and AFP. Economic revitalization also became one of our administration top priority. We revived the investment incentive program, restored investors' confidence, and reaffirmed our commitment to make Pagadian a truly business-friendly city. As a result, major investment continued to pour into our city. One of these is the Robinsons Mall. Open its door to our people. Despite the negative di na lang. Na-ombudsman na ko. Ikasuhan pa ko kadaghan sa RTC. Other investors followed suit. Hotels and commercial establishments expanded their presence, generating employment opportunities and stimulating local economic growth. So that, I'd like to inform everyone na sugdan na palit ang portion. Soon, we will welcome SM City to Pagadian. It will be in Barangay Tiguma. And also the Gaisano Mall, the one in Cagayan branch, Gaisano Cagayan, also will construct a 4-story mall in a 2-hectare property they bought also in Barangay Tiguma. na naigo lang siya gamay sa height limitation sa airport. Nalangan gamay. Kay pataas man siya, padoman siya sa runway. So they have to cut the 4th floor. Kuhaan og 1/4 para ma-approve na, na-approve na. And the much awaited President was here last month. The owner was here 2 months ago. The President of SNR will be constructing at the back of Robinson's Mall. We also continue to engage with investors such as Ayala Corporation. Gihagit ko sa Ayala, sa Mayor, don't invite us for a mall. Kay sa tanan na mo mall, nalugi me. Aming pinakadako nga mall na sa Makapagal. We lost money. Lupig me sa mall. So, our chairman instruct us to go back to where we belong. Where is our expertise? Our expertise is to build a city. We built Makati. Now we build BGC. If you want, give me 100 hectares in Pagadian. We will build Pagadian. I was told more than a year ago, pero so hard to find for 100 hectares in our city. But luckily, at last, I found two owners. Again, somewhere in Tawagan and somewhere in Kawit, connecting Lumbia, connecting Tiguma. 100 hectares, kaadiay. So, I presented the property to them. That's 3 weeks ago. They're now studying and they will visit Pagadian in a weeks to come. There is also one big hardware that will be coming in. Pero unya na lang ko mastorya pag na-approve na. I have been encouraging hospital. Kung kisay owner of hospital here, nga mabaligya o yung hospital. Because Manny Pangilinan will be very interested to invest one hospital in Pagadian. So, all in all, they have 33 hospitals in the entire country. They have 33 hospitals. Kung makapalit siya diri, it will be the 34th hospital. Wala pa ining sugot nga hospital sa Pagadian. Wala pa mabaligya. I-times 2 na kong presyo, murati gyapon. I-times 3 siguro yan. Anyway, our goal during this period was simple. To rebuild confidence in our city and establish a strong foundation upon which future progress would stand. So moving forward on the second term, with a stronger foundation in place, we shifted our focus from restoration to growth. I mean, my second term in my second round. No? Pagadian City is a city that has a little of everything. Ingon ang, when we have a sisterhood with Makati City, it's a Makati, here in Makati City, we have everything. Yeah, video presentation. Then, when it's my turn, akong gipang-delete na ko ang naa sa ila. And I told them, ang ako i-present na lang, unsay naa sa Pagadian, nga wala sa Makati. Because, inyong eskwelahan, so big, aircon, ours is so small. Yung City Hall, 22-story, ang mga 3-story. Everything is big. Yung hospital, 5-story, at 2-story. Ako na lang gidelete, maulaw ko. Okay, I'll just show what we have in Pagadian that you do not have. Ha? Napay wala na mo? Councilors, bante. And they have 6 districts, 6 councilors per district. And they have 36 councilors. Sige, first, in Pagadian City, we have a very vital facilities that you do not have. Huh? Ano? In Pagadian City, we have airplanes because we have airport na wala sa Makati, kaya nasa Parañaque ang airport. Ikaw na mga kunsihal, Mayor, gawa tayo ng airport dito sa Makati. So, sige, second floor. And then po second, in Pagadian City, we have 2 seaport. One is operated by PPA and one is operated by the city government, the city fish port. Marami kaming barko, maraming fishing boat, kasi may dagat kami na wala kayo sa Makati. Oh, that's vital facilities you do not have. Airport, tsaka seaport. Eh, sabi ng mga kunsihal nila, Mayor Binay, gawa tayo ng port. Eh, wala tayong dagat, gawa tayo ng dagat. Nabuang na. But anyway, that's why I could say that Pagadian City has a little of everything. Naagit na tanan. No? Kaya mga tanan pa sila yan. Kung sa pa'y wala, ano mo, that you have in Pagadian. We have mountains you do not have. We have fish pond you do not have. We have rice field. Wala naman sa Makati. Oh. Pero buildings, meron din kami. Bahay, meron kami. Anyway, recognizing this unique advantage, we envision a city not only to serve as the regional government center of Western Mindanao, but also as a destination that people want to visit, to experience, and to remember. So the presence of the 65 regional offices in Pagadian has already established many reasons for people to come to our city, to process government transaction, attend training, seminars, take licensure examination, and access essential services. But beyond giving people a reason to come, this time we wanted to give them a reason to stay, not just come. So with this vision in mind, we strategically developed and promoted tourism destination from the ridge to the reef, showcasing natural beauty and unique character of Pagadian. So that today, it proudly highlights the first project, the Pagadian Water Park in Barangay San Pedro. Nakaadto na ba mo sa water park? Please visit our water park. Bring your kids, bring your children. It's for free, libre. It's a water park. Next to finish is our beach garden at Barangay Puliagan. Kay Matatag Beach, Matumataglain Municipality. Now, we'll be proud to have our own beach resort here in Pagadian. The next is the Pagadian View Deck in Barangay Palpalan. Para sa mga litaw, dalaga, mag-date diha, or you bring your family there. No? All the furnitures, mga amenities already arrived. Ang building, pamahaman. We also have our candy escape in Barangay Datagan. our Manga Falls at Barangay Manga, and the MB Ascenso Tourism Boat. In sila nga, buang na mayor, buhat ang barko ng simento. Hoy, makina na lay kulang anak, mudaga na na. Soon, if you want to go boating to all our tourism destination, to Daw-Daw Gamay, Daw-Daw Dako, Lalas, or if you want to go to our beach resort, you take the tourism boat here, going to our Puliagan Beach Resort. And next is our Lalas Scuba Diving and Resort. That is almost finished. On the 5 meters away from the other side is a wall, 150 feet wall. It's very good for scuba diving. We will provide all the scuba diving facilities. Then you just rent. No? You don't need to buy, just rent there. Okay? It's only around 10 minutes from the boulevard going to Lalas. Very near. And also the apple, the premium oranges, and strawberry farm in Barangay Lison Valley. So that this development do more than showcase of our city's beauty. They create livelihood opportunities, generate income for local communities, and stimulate economic activity. It is evident with the increasing number of hotels, resorts, and restaurants in our city. It will greatly benefit also our transportation services, particularly our hardworking tricycle drivers. Sooner or later, starting this month, we shall construct a building beside the City Library at the Plaza Luz. We call it an information center, so that anybody can go there and ask for leaflets, where to go, to all the restaurants, hotels, and resort. No? So, it will be information center. We will have all the computers there. As tourism and economic activity continues to grow, the national government and NCC have likewise recognized the increasing importance of Pagadian as a regional growth center. So that the Department of Transportation, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, together with the TIASA, headed by Chief Operating Officer Mark Lapid, visited here last month. And they have an allocation of almost 80 million for the rehabilitation and upgrading of our Pagadian City Airport. This also includes the construction of a control tower. It is being bidded next week. It's a 105 million pesos, 7-story tower control. And also a preparation for the installation of lighting along the runway, so that will be a night-rated airport. Also, we'd like to inform everyone that we were downloaded with 200 million pesos from the DOTR. It's now with the city government. We have spent almost 80 million already for the purchase of more lots, more property for the expansion of our airport. a property also for the new terminal, because one of these days, not too long, Pagadian City Airport will become an international airport. Completing the growth of the city, the Philippine Ports Authority, Pagadian City Port is now also operational, serving as a vital link in our city's economic development. To further strengthen our capacity for trade and commerce, we have allocated funds to almost 150 million and another almost 40 million plus, a total of almost 200 million for our acquisition of our own containerized cargo vessel. It will be named MB Pagadian City. This investment will underscore our commitment to positioning Pagadian not only as a regional center, but also as an emerging gateway for domestic and international trade. So that in pursuit of greater economic opportunities, we continue to deepen our engagement with Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, or the BIMP IAGA. Aside from that, we have participated in the Smart City Expo also in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, together with Councillor Lance and Councillor Jigger. So that this led to the creation of another division in my office. We call it the AI, or the Artificial Intelligence Division, under the City Mayor's Office. Put some funding so that we will prepare our city not only to become a smart city, but also to become an AI city. After the renovation of my office, right now it's undergoing renovation, the City Hall and the Function Hall. When you visit the City Mayor's office, you will be entertained by a robot. A robot will be welcoming you in my office. Soon we will install an electronic or electrical station for electric cars throughout the city. So we will be encouraging our people to buy electric cars. Just yesterday, 2 tricycle from a big company, electric operated tricycle. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, we shall try that for our public transportation. No? I don't know if it will be better or not, but we will try. So that for this reason, we have to continue to strengthen and expand our programs also in healthcare, social welfare, agriculture, education, and youth development, so that ensuring that the benefit of progress are felt by every Pagadianon. Although the establishment of a government hospital already exceeds the mandate of a component city, we recognize the growing healthcare needs of our people, and we established our own Pagadian City Infirmary our hospital in Barangay Danlogan. This is to cater mostly our upper barangays or our rural barangays. We have 30 plus rural barangays. This facilities is for free. Libre na, walay bayad. Our hospital is free. Now, after the completion of that new building, we can accommodate more than 50 patients. We have 50 beds. And we also established our own Pagadian City Pharmacy, which provides free quality medicines and vitamins. So, basin ka na mga maintenance, high blood, cholesterol, all of this we have in our city pharmacy. We are also proud that through our effort, we have managed to put up a Pagadian City Dialysis Center. We have 3 dialysis machines operating now in the City Health Office for free also. It's a gusto mo sulay, you can go there and try. And beyond healthcare, we have strengthened program that provides care, protection, and hope to vulnerable sector of our community. So that we have established Bahay Pag-asa for children in conflict with the law in Barangay Liniansa. The Bahay Silangan for drug-related surrenderies in Barangay Bulatok. And soon we are going to establish Balay Silungan for children rescued from the street. Silangan, this one is Silungan. This reflects our commitment for rehabilitation, recovery, and giving individuals a second chance to become productive member of our society. We also localized our social pension for senior citizens. We're targeting 2,000 indigent senior citizens who are not covered by the national social pension. So we started giving this year. We also allocated food subsidies to indigent persons with disability amounting to 2,000 pesos per year starting last year. We also provided educational assistance to persons with disability, full scholarship to all persons with disability. Haluoy man, mga disabled. So, free na to. Our women's sector also had been organized for their livelihood programs through Ascenso Women's Association in every barangay, so that we purchase a lot of machineries, small machineries. Ang naunang hatag atong sausage making machine, dili na sila magduot-duot sa intestine, nanay i-pump na lang suod na dito, no? We have purchased a lot of small rice mill. Gamay nga rice mill, ano lang. Makagaling na siya of rice and corn. We have purchased ice making machine. We have purchased siopaw making machine. So di mo karne, harina, asukar. Pag andar ni mo, gawas siya ni siopaw. Siomay, ban. We also have, it's already here, a nail making machine. Maghimo lansang, so that in a few months from now, kana inyong lansang is already made in Pagadian City. Lansang na po, ulay labot balay. Lansang. Napakoy machine, isuod ni mo rin karne. Ana, pagawas, bata. So at the same time, we continue to improve government facilities to better serve the public. The construction of Sangguniang Panglungsod building. So namoy tuyo sa SP, wapo na kaya ilang functional, habog na, no? Dako, nindot na. The budget is around more than 70 million. Nahurot dito. Of course, daliga ng barangay para sa akong mga barangay captain. Kaya ilahang building, iguba man. Napil og baligya sa Robinson. So I have to replace the liga ng barangay building. It's already 80%. Also, a new building for building officials. Also, a building for city social welfare. And a building for our senior citizen. Also, a building for our PWD, or person with disability. The COMELEC and the Sharia Court, all in the compound, the city engineers compound that will house all these buildings. Overall budget is around 400 plus, almost 500 million. Now that the new building of PENRO, or the Provincial Environment Natural Resources Office, with the budget of 28 million pesos, 28. And also the Philippine Postal Office with a budget of 20 million pesos. Is now almost completed, and it is in Barangay Dao. Above the rotunda, there is a road going to the provincial compound. Around 100 meters, you can see two buildings. Maybe next month, they will start transferring to this building to pave way for the construction of the new City Hall building. That is the new City Hall building. We have allocated on first phase around 50 million pesos just for the first phase. We have also renovated the City Mayor's office and the Executive Function Hall. And that is inside the City Hall. Akong office. Wala man. That one. That is the new Executive Function Hall. With a budget of almost 15 million. It will be a state-of-the-art function hall. So sa akong office, nanay robot, mutagbo ninyo to say, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. No? Alongside the renovation of various government offices, facilities throughout the city, we're also proud to mention that Pagadian City is equipped with facilities to handle emergencies and calamities. But we thank God, no, na they always spared Pagadian City, but be that as it may, we have to prepare. So I'm proud that we have an evacuation center at Barangay Bulatok. At that evacuation center, we have 25 comfort room for male and 25 comfort room for female. A big mess hall, a clinic, a conference room, admin office. Now it's being manned by the CDRMO. We also have available now 72 fully air-conditioned isolation room with comfort room in every room. Only one bed with comfort room, aircon for isolation if there will be an outbreak. So our city is prepared. So that as a growing city, we acknowledge the importance of food security in the overall development. That is why in the field of agriculture, we continue to invest in programs that strengthen food sufficiency, improve productivity, and support the livelihood of our farmers and fisherfolk. So in addition to our sustained support for rice and corn production, to the provision of seeds and fertilizer almost every other month, nag-distribute taglibreng seeds and fertilizer. Also with the help of our partner agency, the Department of Agriculture. Today, I am proud also to inform everyone that for so many years, kalisod-lisod dyan po maayo, we invested so much, and now we're successful because today we have a fully operational, we call it Pagadian City Banana Tissue Culture Laboratory. So we can now produce plantlets. No? Today, it's already 2 months old. Maybe next month, we shall start distributing the first batch. First batch is 5,450 disease-free plantlets. Anybody who is interested to plant, it's for free. It's a jumbo lakatan banana. So you can plant at your backyard anywhere. Everyone can ask for plantlets for free. I-saturate na ko intiro Pagadian o banana na lakatan. So that we envision by the year end in December, Pagadian City will be part of the banana industry production. And not only for local level, but for export quality. So, pananong tag banana, libre ang seedlings. Another highlight is in the field of agriculture is the Pagadian City Soil Testing Laboratory, which is also the first LGU run in Zamboanga Peninsula. Soon to be operational. Namalit pa may sa mga equipment. To establish this soil testing laboratory, we can provide our farmers with accurate assessment of soil fertility and nutrient content. Through scientific analysis, farmers will be guided in applying the right type and the right amount of fertilizers, ensuring a balanced use that could reduce cost and prevent wastage of fertilizer. And that is in Danlugan, Barangay Danlugan. So daginot atong farmers sa fertilizer. Again, it's also for free. So anybody can bring their soil sample and we will check your soil. You can ask unsay imong itanom so that we can minus what you have in the soil, minus what is needed on what kind of plants you want to plant. So you'll be given the computation, what are the fertilizers you need. Our coastal fisher folks face shrinking wild catches, unpredictable open sea weather, and fluctuating incomes. So that we realize that to secure their future, we have to look beyond traditional fishing and transition towards sustainable managed aquaculture, so that through our marine fish cage project, we have successfully established 8 high-density, heavy-duty, rounded plastic round pipes fish cage. Mahal na siya, but very successful, and we want to purchase more. This year, we have an unprecedented 27 metric tons of premium bangos was harvested this year. We also initiated the revival of our salt production industry through the Tawagan Sur Muslim Christian Fisherfolk Association, headed by our punong barangay, Marianette Marcaban. It is being supported by the City Agriculture's Office with the help of our partners agency, the Bureau of Fishery and Aquatic Resources, and the Department of Science and Technology at the UST. So our vision is to produce more salt locally and in the future to expand production to export it to other cities in the country. We have our own salt production now in the city. We also continue to focus on strengthening local food production since the start of this administration. We have been producing our own lettuce through a hydroponics facility that is in Barangay Danlugan. And this year, through the targeted high-value crops intervention, we have successfully cultivated strawberry, apples, premium oranges, that is in Barangay Lison Valley, because Lison Valley has a very different climate. Bugnaw kaay dito. So mabuhi usag-usa ato itanong. We also have established a poultry and a piggery also in Barangay Danlugan. That is for dispersal. Free, libre, panghatag na mo sa mga farmers. The city government also purchased lots for pre- and post-harvest facilities. A lot of pre- and post-harvest facility. We have rice thresher, corn sheller, mud boats, farm tractors, and rice harvester. All for free. You can use our corn sheller, rice thresher for free. Kinsa ninyo mahulang, you can use it. Basta within the city of Pagadian. Yeah, harvest. Just arrived last month is our new 5 units of 10-liter capacity drone sprayer. So we'll introduce to our farmers to help them. Kaya luoy sila mag-spray. Now, we'll be introducing the drone to spray chemicals at the farm using the drone. So we have purchased 5. If ever naapod mo laing usage nga pasprayhan, basta within the city of Pagadian, way labot mo spray sa kontra, ha? Wala labot for agriculture use lang, ha? You can borrow. Just visit the city hall. So that likewise, we believe that education plays a vital role in sustainable and inclusive development. So that every young Pagadiano deserves the opportunity to pursue higher education, regardless of their financial circumstances. So while there are so many government schools providing free education in the primary and secondary level, pursuing a college degree still remains somewhat of a privilege. So that for this reason, we built our own LGU-run college. We call it the Pagadian City International College. We have constructed 2 buildings worth more than 20 million each building, so a total of almost 40 plus million. A total of almost 18 classrooms, I think. In many cities, they call it local college. Kasi matingala mo, ako lang giusab ang sa atoa. I change it to international college para mura po tag na international school. So we offer free tuition fee, no? Libre ang eskwela diha. Every Pagadianon is free. Since its establishment in 2021, we are happy to report that we have already produced 48 graduates last year and 116 graduates this year. And the school has more than 1,000 students enrolled already as of this year. Pero gikontrol na ako. Kung di na ko i-control, mabot ng 2,000, 3,000. Libre ko, no? Well, PCIC may be relatively young institution. It has demonstrated that it can produce graduates who are capable of competing at the national level. Because we are proud to have a top-notcher, Andrea Fel Saisip Makutay, who ranked 4th in the midwifery licensure examination, a product of PCIC, Pagadian City International College. Likewise, our support for the city division of the DepEd, our SEF allocated for school-related matters to cater all their needs. We have allocated 42 million pesos every year for all the public school of the city. Through the Census Sports Program, as supported by our Sports Ambassador, Councilor Lansco, we are professionalizing and bringing a next-level sport experience, not only to every Pagadianon, but also to our fellow neighboring municipalities of Sambursurian. All the sports competition is with video coverage. We have assigned 3 cameras in every game. Through this initiative, we continue to support and develop various sports programs, from basketball to volleyball to football and the new craze, the pickleball, providing our athletes with greater opportunity to be trained, to compete and to excel. Through this program, we have already conducted 22 leagues with 1,132 participating teams, totaling to more than 8,000 players. So that to support this vision, aside from our city covered court, we pursue the development of our sports facilities. This is the one-stop shop Pagadian City Sports Complex at Barangay San Pedro, in front of our water park. It has 2-story. Other side will be the new Grace Pickleball. Below, would house the bowling lane, the archery, the swimming pool, the gun shooting, half-court basketball, and on the second floor will house all the table games, from billiards, dart, chess, table tennis, and so on. It's a one-stop shop sports complex. So pag wala kay buhaton, ato lang ka sa sports complex na to. I am very sure na di kay madula dito kay daghan makay klaseng sports, no? So napoy boxing, tanan susulod, everything, because it's a very big area. It is almost 80 million pesos building, and we have added, given by former President Digong, and we added around 50 million this year from the city government's fund. We also constructed a coliseum capable of withholding a crowd capacity of 6,000. It will cost the city 240 million pesos because it is a fully air-conditioned coliseum. It will be a state-of-the-art coliseum. And it is at the Palacio at Santa Lucia. It's on its 60% completion. So that now, as I begin my third term as your city mayor, our focus takes on a deeper meaning. The road, facilities, tourism destination, healthcare program, education institution, economic opportunities we have built over the years all serve a greater purpose, so that their true value lies not in the structure themselves, but in how they improve the lives of our people. With many of the necessary foundations already in place, our mission today is clear: to bring the government closer to the people and ensure that no Pagadianon is left behind in progress, so that we strengthen the people-centered programs and intensifying effort to bring the government closer to the people. So among this initiative is the LSAM, our Libreng Servisyo Alang sa Masa program, so that LSAM has been continuously improved and evolved to better our fellow Pagadianon. The goal of the program is simple yet profound: to reach every barangay, to reach every family, and to reach every Pagadianon, especially those in a far-flung and underserved community. To the Libreng Servisyo Alang sa Masa, city government services are made accessible to the barangay level. We bring free services to the barangay from the city health office: free check-up, free dental procedure, libreng tule, and free medicines and vitamins. Our city agriculture's office offers free seedlings, soil testing, both registration and other services. City assessor's office for consultation, certified true copies of tax declaration. Our city civil register for birth certificate, registration of birth, and other necessary documents. Our city social welfare and development office for services to our senior citizen, solo parents, daycare center, person with disability. Our city legal office for free legal advice and notarization of legal documents for free. City Environment and Natural Resources Office for free tree seedlings, and so on. City Veterinary Office bringing free deworming services, free vitamin, anti-rabies, and artificial insemination. Bringing other government services, our City Treasurer's Office, CMO Data Management Office, Pagadan City Employment Service Office, Pagadan City International College, the CAD Nutrition Office, the Local Youth Development Office, the Housing Office, the CDRMO, and the City Tourism Office. They bring with them also, during their visit in Barangay, every week, our mobile dental clinic and our mobile hospital and laboratory. We are also thankful to our partner agencies, the Philippine Statistics Authority for the PhilSys, or the National ID System, or National ID Registration. Naada ba mo? National ID? Do you have National ID na? You better get one, ha? Okay. Soon mo na i-require karon. National ID na ilang ipangayo. Our men in uniform also is helping us, the Philippine Army, Libreng Tuli, Libreng Gupit, and for the DICT for free Wi-Fi. We have elevated this initiative further by bringing essential services directly to the very doorstep of our constituents. We have successfully conducted home-based, house-to-house health checkup for 305 patients, ensuring that care and support reach them where they live, with more than 200 patients given free assistive device, such as wheelchair, single cane, quad cane, crutches, walkers. So we have purchased a lot of them para na tayo mahatag sa ato mga disabled. And simultaneously handed the necessary free medicine and free vitamins. So that the progress we enjoy today is the result of our collective effort. The challenges ahead remains great, but our opportunities are even greater. We shall continue completing our ongoing projects, strengthening healthcare and education, expanding economic opportunities, enhancing tourism, improving social services, and pursuing our aspiration of elevating Pagadian into someday a highly urbanized city. And in the future, to be a lone district na ato lagi dire ang usa ka congressman o congresswoman or representative. Right now, alkansita, because our representative to the House includes 11 municipalities. So, mostly a project to us sa municipality rather than in Pagadian. Muna nga, dili siya balanse while the population in the city is equivalent to 8 to 9 municipality, pero pag abot sa grasya, tuwa naman dito sa municipality, wala man sa Pagadian. So that's why I really wanted to have our own representative. Unya, babagan man gihapon. So sad. Our commitment to best serve the people is evident through these notable awards. Allow me to present some of these awards and recognition which we have received together as one city and one people. We received the Subaybayani Award from the Department of Interior Local Government, recognizing Pagadian City's outstanding performance in promoting excellence in infrastructure governance. We proudly received the Natatanging Lingkod Award from the Presidential Commission for the Urban Poor, earning recognition as the champion in Mindanao under the LGU category. We are honored to be the only local government unit in Mindanao to receive this prestigious award. This affirms our effort in establishing the Ascenso Village, in all 54 barangays, with the vision to establish a community in every barangay, giving family free 70 square meter lot where they can build a home they can truly call their own. So right now, we have already acquired 644,000 square meter of land across 24 barangay. Of these, 11 barangays are currently under pre-development stage with 3,166 applicants. They have already expressed the interest in becoming beneficiary of this program. So in every barangay, we have housing project. Pero una na mo hatagan ang no land holding, katong wala jay property. Pag nagali sa among record nga you own a land, so out ka, dili ka pwede matagaan. O you're not one of the beneficiary. Our Public Employment Service Office was recognized by the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Office 9 through the 2025 as the top performing PESO award, having been ranked top 1 in utilizing the PESO employment information system. Our CSWDO was also ranked number 1 in the LAYAG Awards for Excellence in Local Government on both the youth empowerment and also in the gender and development with our kababayanan kaabag sa pag-asenso. The City Treasurer's Office also garnered several notable recognition. Pagadian City has ranked number 9 among the top 20 richest city in Mindanao. In terms of locally sourced income, amounting to 570, our local income is 572 million pesos. We are also ranked number 6 among the top 10 richest city in Mindanao in terms of total assets, because the city of Pagadian owns a fish port, a mall, a regional center, a terminal, a slaughterhouse, and so many more. Rank number 32 as the top 32 as the wealthiest city in the entire country in terms of total assets. Likewise, amounting to 11.3 billion pesos. Of course, none of this accomplishment would have been possible without ensuring peace and order in our beloved city. Much of the progress we celebrate today rests upon the dedication and sacrifices of those who work tirelessly to keep our community safe and secure. I would like to commend and congratulate our Philippine National Police personnel from the Pagadian City Police Station for their hard work, commitment, and tireless effort. Their dedication has earned them recognition as the top 1 performing city police station in Region 9. Because supporting our city police, we have donated 7 brand new Toyota double cab pickup installed with blinker and installed with base radio. We have donated more than 200 portable radio transceiver. So all policemen have 1 radio. We have donated 20 single motorcycle, and we have donated 10 base radio. We have donated 2 new computers, several widescreen television, for their own command center. So the city police station has their own command center now. Na sila yung capability to see. They know asa ang plastada sa mga pickups o sa mga motorcycle na si GPS ibutang sa tanan. So dili pwede makapamakak ang pulis na na-coordinate kung tanis malay, no? Ning uli day, no, because in the CCTV, in the control center of the command center of the police station, makita asa ang 7 ka patrol cars, asa ang 20 ka motorcycle, asa ang uban nga personal na assign. So that my sincere thanks and commendation also goes to the rest of the men and women in uniform for their assistance and support to our city. From the Special Task Force, DPAG, Western Mindanao, the Philippine National Police Regional Mobile Force, the Provincial Mobile Force, the Provincial PNP, and of course to the City PNP, to the 1st Infantry Tabak Division of 53rd Infantry Battalion, and to the rest of the Philippine Army, to the Philippine Air Force, the Philippine Coast Guard, the Philippine Navy, the Bureau of Fire Protection, to the Maritime Police, the EOD, to our NBI, to our BJMP, to our Highway Patrol Group, to our CIDG, PDEA, to the Aviation Security Group, and to our CAFGU and Barangay Tanod. Also to our judiciary, to all the judges, fiscals, and lawyers. Also to our religious sector, from the biggest, the Catholic Church, the Iglesia ni Cristo, and to the rest of the Christian Muslim ministry. To all our partners from the National Government Agency, to all the regional offices, to provincial offices, city offices, to the private sector, the business sector, the civil society organization, the people's organization, and to the various stakeholders. Also to our neighboring municipalities who believe in our vision and journey. To the DepEd family, to all the teachers, educators, and to all the schools, to all the colleges, to all our COA, our COMELEC, to our city government family, led by our city administrator, our department head, our division chief, and employees, to all the field personnel, thank you for your dedication, loyalty, and commitment to public service. And so tonight, after my soka, we shall give due recognition and honor to those who have, one way or another, helped improve Pagadian City and help elevate the lives of many Pagadianon, and also to those who brought honor and pride to Pagadian City. We will be honoring them after my soka. And to every Pagadianon, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as your city mayor for 6 terms or 18 years this coming 2028. Perhaps the longest serving mayor of Pagadian. So all of these things, I know, I do and we do because we love our city. We love the city of Pagadian. So I truly want each and every one of you to be proud, to be called as Pagadianon. And maybe soon to be proud to be called as Sampusurian. So that from the bottom of my heart, again, allow me to thank all of you for helping this administration towards building a mas maasensong Pagadian. Mabuhay ang Pagadian, asenso! Pagadian.
Inaw mo, I feel this feeling, magpalain kita sa pag-asenso. We got Sammy ko.
Truly, ang Pagadian, kusog ang paglambo o pag-asenso tungod ni Mayor Sammy ko. Once again, a round of applause please for the architect of modern Pagadian, our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Mayor Samuel Esco.
Siya ang mayor ko.
The most outstanding Pagadianos are individuals whose excellence, dedication, and service bring pride and honor to our city. Now, to give us a brief idea and information, may we call on Mr. Romeo M. Arnejo, the Chairman on MOPA Committee. A round of applause, please.
To our beloved City Mayor, Honorable Samuel Esco, our ever lovely and gorgeous First Lady, Madam Priscilla Ann Ilang-Elang Fernandez Co, Honorable Lan Samuel Esco, Chairman Steering Committee, Araw ng Pagadian Celebrations, Vice Chair, Honorable Ronald Christopher Glenn Ariosa, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the special awarding ceremony honoring the most outstanding Pagadianon. Today we come together to recognize remarkable individuals who have significantly contributed to the development of Pagadian City across various fields such as agriculture, medicine, entrepreneurship, community service, academe, uniformed services, arts, fashion, and more. We celebrate the relentless efforts in turning visions into reality, cultivating our land, saving lives, fostering economic growth, and uplifting our community. Their invaluable contributions have shaped the future of our city and continue to inspire us all. The search committee, led by myself as chairman, along with Vice Chairman Mr. Robert S. Peter Ancheta and members Dr. Nedia Suelo Bayawa, Ms. Hazel Hamelarin Lu, Ms. Rose Solomon Ariosa, Judge Criselyn Pagadian Sancho, and Mr. Rene Loy, meticulously reviewed nominations submitted by stakeholders, civil society, and various government agencies. Launched in 2022, the most outstanding Pagadianon awards are conferred upon Pagadian residents who were born, raised, or educated in the city and are known to have excelled in their chosen fields. They are chosen for their significant contributions to or for the significant positive impact they have made on the community and to their fields of endeavor. The awards are presented annually during the celebration of the Araw ng Pagadian. To our esteemed awardees, congratulations. Your exceptional achievements, dedication, and unwavering spirit have left a lasting impact on Pagadian City's progress. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your commitment to making Pagadian City a better place. We also extend our profound thanks to the father of our city, Mayor Samuel Esco, whose dedication and hard work have been pivotal in shaping Pagadian into what it is today. Today, we honor these outstanding individuals who exemplify determination, passion, and belief in our city's potential. Together, we will build on their legacy and work towards an even brighter future for Pagadian City. Thank you, and let the celebrations begin. Ascenso, Pagadian!
Thank you very much, Sir Romy Arnejo, the chairman on MOPA Committee. And this time, before we celebrate the new set of honorees tonight, let us take a moment to recognize the individuals who have already etched their names in the history of our city. The former Outstanding Pagadianos awardees na nakikuupo nato this evening. We have with us Mr. Esperidion Akla. We also have Mr. Amir Sali Alok, Mr. Benjamin Amoros, Ms. Marley Antepuesto, Ms. Didi Araneta, Dr. Corazon Ariosa, Mr. Gino Bancoro, Mr. Concordio Bulusan, Mr. Miguel Braganza II, Mr. Reynaldo Bravo, Dr. Elise Corazon Cabahog Parangan, Mr. Minda Kagampang, Mr. Herbert Canilao, Mr. Antonio H. Cerillas, Ms. Perla Deliverio, Judge Romeo Discalior, Sir Renato Ibarle, Mr. Al Hesta, Mr. Montgomery Go, Ms. Elena Histoler, Dr. Romeo Hofelenia, Mr. Frank Ligas, Mr. David Linge, Mr. Stanislao Landa, Mr. Marcelino Malati Sr., Ms. Dolores Marasigan, Ms. Filomena Monte Alto, Ms. Elizabeth Montes Claros, and we have also Mr. Reynaldo Ortez. And this time, let the Pagdayag 2026, the awarding of our outstanding Pagadianos, begin. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the true measures of a city's greatness is the excellence and dedication of its people. Tonight, as we celebrate the 57th Araw ng Pagadian, we take pride in recognizing individuals whose outstanding achievements, exemplary service, and unwavering commitment have brought honor and distinction to our beloved city. Pagadianos, it is now my privilege to present the recipients of the Outstanding Pagadianos Awards for the 57th Araw ng Pagadian. And with that, I would like to request the presence of our beloved City Mayor to please join with us on stage, as together we will be presenting this year's awardees. We would like also to request the presence of one of our city councilors, the Honorable Ronald Christopher Glenn Elariosa, to please join with us on stage. And together, of course, with our Honorable City Councilor, the Honorable Lance Samuel Fernandez-Co. In the field of government service, a distinguished lawyer, legislator, and former 44th Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways, he began his remarkable public service career way back in the 1980s as Assemblyman representing Pagadian City, laying the foundation for a life dedicated to governance and progress. He later served as representative and governor of Southern Leyte, introducing the landmark TEART program focusing on tourism, environment, and agriculture to lift local economies and improve livelihoods. And as DPW's chief, he accelerated infrastructure development nationwide, building roads, bridges, and flood control systems that strengthen connectivity and safety across Region 9 and Western Mindanao. His leadership proves that good governance is built on vision, integrity, and the commitment to leave lasting, tangible progress for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of government service, a hand of applause please for the Honorable Roger G. Mercado.
Our next awardee is a seasoned advocate for inclusive development. He currently serves as Deputy Director General of the National Anti-Poverty Commission, helping shape national policies to reduce inequality and empower marginalized sectors. With deep experience in governance and social development, he brings national frameworks closer to the grassroots, ensuring that programs reach the poorest communities in Zamboanga del Sur and Pagadian City. He works closely with local leaders and civil society to turn laws into the Magna Carta of the poor into real opportunities for families. His career shows that public service is most meaningful when it uplifts those who need help the most. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee, Yusek Esmaen Katong.
Our next awardee, a trailblazing public servant and respected leader. She served as governor of the province of Zamboanga del Sur from 2001 until 2010, and later a representative of the 2nd Legislative District. Her administration prioritized infrastructure, health, education, and livelihood programs, laying the foundation for Pagadian City's growth as a regional center of Western Mindanao. She championed peace and unity among the province's diverse communities, earning a trust as a leader who bridged political division and delivered results. Her legacy remains a standard of dedicated and inclusive leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, Madam Aurora Enerio Cervillas, ably represented by Dr. Mario H. Cervillas.
In the field of community service and women empowerment, here is a devoted civic leader. He served as barangay chairman and city councilor, but his greatest impact shines through decades of leading community-centered organizations that deliver charity, aid, and youth development programs. As past Grand Master of the Supreme Council Order of Demolay and later Officer of the International Supreme Council, he guided nationwide and global initiatives that build character, leadership, and service among young men, turning values into action for the needy. He currently serves as worthy Grand Patron of the Grand Chapter of the Order of the Eastern Star, spearheading projects that support education, health, and humanitarian assistance across the region. He also led the JCs, Aguila Shriners, and Masonic Lodges, where he organized relief efforts, outreach missions, and livelihood programs that directly benefit thousands of families. Every role he holds becomes a platform to serve, proving that true leadership is measured by how many lives you lift up. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for community service, we have Mr. Adriano Django Bulawin Durano III.
Born on July 4, 1939 in the municipality of Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur, she earned her Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy from University of Santo Tomas. Wife of former Governor Jose L. Tixon Sr., she became a pillar of civic and faith-based leadership, serving as National President of the Rural Improvement Club, President of the Red Cross Pagadan Chapter, Council President of the Girl Scouts, and leading groups from health to consumer welfare and women's ministry. She also advanced community development through roles in the Kalambuan Project, Water District Board, and Pharmaceutical Association, while earning recognitions including Most Outstanding Pagadianon, Most Outstanding Zambosurian, and Outstanding Rural Women Achiever. Her lifelong dedication to service, health, advocacy, and inclusive progress left a lasting mark on the city and province. She remains remembered as a model of grace, competence, and selfless commitment. Our next posthumous awardee, we have Leonila F. Tixon.
In the field of uniformed service, our awardee is a 1983 graduate of the Philippine Military Academy. He built a distinguished 38-year career, rising to a 3-star rank with key assignments and peace-building work deeply rooted in Western Mindanao, including posts right here in Pagadian City, starting from his early years as a young officer. He commanded the Western Mindanao Command and other key units, completing elite trainings locally and abroad, were earning top honors as a Distinguished Service Star, Bronze Cross, and Philippine Legion of Honor. After military retirement in 2017, he continued public service as Irrigation Management Specialist, covering Regions 9 and 12. Married to a Pagadian-born nurse, Ermeline Kagampang, he balances outstanding leadership with strong family values and integrity, a true model of disciplined service and devotion to peace and security. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee, Lieutenant General Mayoralgo M. de la Cruz, retired.
Our next awardee is a distinguished officer who later served as the IATF COVID-19 Chief Implementer for Visayas and was deployed to Pagadian City when it was identified as a high-risk area. He helped organize the local Emergency Operations Center and strengthen the city's pandemic response system. Married to a native of Pagadian, his service extended not only to this city and province, but across the whole country. He demonstrates how military discipline serves both peace and public welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, General Melquiades L. Feliciano.
A chemical engineer graduate from CIT in Cebu City, he began his journey in the food and hospitality industry as manager of New China restaurant, where he honed his skills in service, operations, and business leadership. Driven by ambition and a strong work ethics, he eventually ventured on his own, establishing successful enterprises including Sam's Bakery and Sam's Fast Food, laying the groundwork for his future empire. In 1988 and 1989, he found remarkable success in intensive prawn farming, and inspired by the area's natural underground flowing spring, he developed what would become the iconic Springland Resort. From opening the first swimming pools in 1994, he steadily expanded the business, adding restaurants, a convention hall, and a pension house, growing it into the premier destination it is today, with 6 function halls catering to all kinds of gatherings. His career is a shining example of vision, resilience, and growth, turning humble beginnings and natural gifts into a lasting landmark of progress and hospitality. Our awardee for entrepreneurship, business, and economic development category, we have Engineer Samson Lim.
Our next awardee, he founded and manages Capital Bazaar, counted among Pagadian's oldest continuously running commercial establishments. For decades, it has been a trusted place of trade for residents and people from nearby towns. Through consistent and honest service, he helped sustain and grow local commerce. He represents the reliability and endurance of responsible local business. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of entrepreneurship, a hand please for Mr. Samuel Bulang, ably represented by Mr. Jeffrey Bulang.
Our next awardee stands as one of the early business pioneers of Pagadian. He established Manhattan Enterprises, which has now served the community for over 4 decades and remains operating until today. Through trading and related services, he created steady jobs and helped strengthen local supply lines. His work contributed significantly to building the city's early commercial foundation. To receive a posthumous award, we have Mr. Eng Sing D.T. And to receive the award, we have Mr. Engelbert T.
Next awardee, from humble beginnings, she built MN Lending Shop, which she eventually developed and incorporated into MNLI Incorporated, growing a small venture into a trusted institution now carried forward by her family. A true trailblazer among women entrepreneurs, she offered accessible credit and emergency advances, becoming a reliable lifeline, especially for government employees and ordinary workers facing urgent financial needs. A devout and practicing Christian, she conducted every transaction with fairness, compassion, and integrity, never taking advantage of those in difficulty and always treating clients with dignity. Her timely support helped countless families survive hard times, while her honest, service-centered leadership created jobs and inspired everyone around her. She proved that business success and genuine kindness can go hand in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of posthumous, we have Ms. Yunita Nadala Pamaran, ably represented by her immediate family.
To receive another posthumous award is the patriarch of one of the city's enduring business families. He owned and operated Peninsula Hotel, one of the very first hotels established in Pagadian. He also managed the local Philippine Airlines ticketing office, serving early travel and transport needs of residents and visitors. Through these and other family-run ventures, he helped shape the city's early hospitality and commercial landscape. Our posthumous awardee for entrepreneurship, we have Mr. Flaviano E. Fucoy Sr., as AB represented by his children.
Our next awardee is an owner and developer of Sayao Farm, recognized by the Agricultural Training Institute as a learning site and accredited by TESDA as an agri-tech training center. He promotes diversified farming, aquaculture, and climate-smart practices through the Big Brother, Small Brother, Farmer-to-Farmer network. He also introduces high-value crops and sustainable systems that raise the yields while protecting soil and water resources. His farm serves as a practical, living model for modern, livelihood-centered agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee in the field of agriculture, fisheries, and environment, we have Sir Ray F. Kesumbing.
Our next awardee for this field was born in Banale, Pagadian City, and a commerce finance graduate from Southern Mindanao colleges. He has farmed for about 45 years since he was 10 years old. He manages an 8-hectare mango farm, rice fields, and a fair pricing copra and charcoal trading enterprise. As the leader of the Lumad Farmers Association, Pagadian City Small Coconut Farmers Organization and Plantation Crops Committee, he expanded membership and set up a fund to help fellow farmers with capital. His farming experiences and practices are widely replicated, and he also works as consultant while ensuring fair prices and steady jobs for others. He builds progress by combining good business with service to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee, Mr. Pasiano Orgada Jimena.
Our next awardee was born on December 27, 1968 in White Beach, Pagadian City. He holds an associate in marine engineering from Sammy Institute of Technology, graduating in 1992. After working briefly as a seaman, he returned home to build his livelihood, operating 11 fishing boats, fish stalls, brokerage, trading, and a fish carrier serving Mindanao-wide markets. He provides steady, fair-paying work to more than 140 fisher folks and cage culture workers, while also investing in facilities and assets that strengthen the local sector. For years, he has led as president of the Marginal Fisherfolk Association, served the Fishport Fish Broker Group, and chaired the legislative resource committees advocating for fisherfolk rights and orderly development. From humble beginnings to community-minded enterprise, he shows how fishing can become a sustainable source of livelihood and shared progress. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee in the field of agriculture, fisheries, and environment. A hand of applause, please, for Mr. Richard Larede Sr.
In the field of education and in the academy, following the footsteps of his father, the late Dr. Ricardo Santiago, he took the helm as president of Pagadian Capital Colleges, carrying forward a legacy built on education and service. With clear vision and steady leadership, he has expanded academic programs, improved facilities, and raised the school standards, bringing it to new heights of excellence and recognition. Under his guidance, the institution has grown from its roots to become one of the most respected educational landmarks in the city, serving thousands of students across generations. He proves that true leadership means preserving a noble heritage while building a brighter future for the youth and Pagadian and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of education, our awardee is Mr. Tagumpay Santiago.
Our next awardee, from classroom teacher to founding and pioneering principal of Zamboanga del Sur School of Arts and Trades, he later served as Division Vocational Supervisor, Division Superintendent, and eventually Regional Director of DepEd Region 9, and notably the first one hailing from Pagadian City. His feasibility studies and research laid groundwork for technical vocational, science high school, and Subanin agricultural high school institutions across the province. He authored reference books, launched Operation Pagbasa, and introduced innovations like simplified lesson planning frameworks and school development centers that raise learning outcomes and teacher performance. His decades-long service linked practical skills, inclusive programs, and sound management to strengthen basic and technical education throughout Western Mindanao. A dedicated educator builder who turned ideas into schools and systems. Our next awardee, a hand please for Dr. David B. Cartujano.
Still in the field of education and in the academy, she dedicated 44 years to education. She served from classroom teacher to principal of Pagadian's 3 central schools, namely City Pilot, Balangasan, and San Pedro, and later as district supervisor, covering all 4 city districts. She earned a master's degree and stood out as the only principal selected for national level training at the University of Asia and the Pacific, while winning multiple awards like most effective school, culture of excellence, and top implementer for reading and drug education programs. Even after retirement, she continued serving by conducting Bible classes in public schools, guided by her faith and commitment to values-based learning. Her influence extends beyond schools to her own family, where she raised 6 children who excelled in engineering, law, arts, healthcare, and enterprise. To God be all the glory. Her life proves that consistent, purpose-driven service shapes generation. Our awardee for in the field of education, we have Supervisor Filomena C. Pangindian.
Our next awardee in the field of medicine or health services. One of Pagadian's earliest and most trusted physicians, practicing when medical facilities were scarce and travel was difficult. He served remote barangays, focused on affordable primary care, maternal child health, and disease prevention, often giving his time and resources freely. His reputation as a compassionate healer made him a lifeline for thousands of families across generations. He is remembered not just as a doctor, but as a public servant who puts people first. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of medicine and health services, a hand please for Dr. Eduardo Hamillarin.
Still in the field of medicine and health services, a posthumous award is given to someone who was born in Imus, Cavite and earned his UST medicine degree at age 22, then arrived in Pagadian right after the 1961 Great Fire, choosing this city as his life's mission. For 35 years, he served through epidemics, calamities, and ordinary times, caring for 4 generations of residents. His legacy continues through Virata Medical Clinic, and his children followed his footsteps as doctors, survived by wife, Ma'am Fraternidad Saprid Virata, and 6 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, the posthumous award is given to Dr. Arturo L. Virata Jr. And to receive the award, we have Dr. Jose Armin Virata and family.
Our next awardee in the field of medicine. He began in 1990 with a small Santo Niño clinic, growing it into Pagadian City Medical Center, or later Mendaro Medical Center, the first private tertiary hospital in the city. He also founded Mendaro College in 2008 to train nurses and allied health workers, bringing quality education and care closer to home. His vision spurred families' long travel for treatment and created hundreds of local jobs. He built not just hospitals, but a lasting culture of service and excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, Dr. Samuel J. Mendero. To receive the award, we'd like to call in Dr. Maria Lourdes Mendero.
In the field of legal profession, this awardee was born on November of 1967 in Dina, Zamboanga del Sur, and earned his political science and law degrees from Southwestern University and University of San Carlos in Cebu City, later converting his degree to Juris Doctor. He began his career in Pagadian as court legal researcher, then branch clerk of court and IBP chapter secretary, before serving as presiding judge of the Municipal Circuit Trial Court covering the municipalities of Ramon Magsaysay, Suminot, and Midsalip. He later rose to presiding judge of the Regional Trial Court in Lapu-Lapu City, bringing more than 19 years of proven judicial experience and integrity shaped right here in Zamboanga del Sur. Following the example of his late father, also a judge, he upholds fairness, efficiency, and discipline in every case and proceedings. His life and work stand by the principle, any job worth doing is worth doing right. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for the legal profession, we have the Honorable Judge Ronald Caramba Tolentino.
Still in the field of the legal profession, our next awardee is a distinguished jurist and academic. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Organizational Communication as cum laude from the University of the Philippines, Manila, before completing her law degree at Xavier University, Ateneo de Cagayan, and passing the 2003 bar examinations. She built her legal career in private practice, serving clients in Cagayan de Oro and later in Pagadian City until her appointment as presiding judge of the Municipal Trial Court of Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur, a position she has held with dedication since 2020. Highly respected among her peers, she currently serves as Regional Director for Region 9 in 2024 up to 2025, and later as Assistant Secretary General in 2026 until 2027 of the Philippine Trial Judges League Incorporated, while also teaching law part-time at Josefina H. Cerrillo State College and St. Coluban College. Her work blends a deep legal expertise with a passion for education, shaping both the practice of law and the next generation of legal professionals. She stands as a leader of integrity, excellence, and service. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, Judge Maria Teresa P. Liagas O.
Tonight, we honor his lifetime of service to the law, public office, and education. He served as labor arbiter in NLRC, legal consultant of Pagadian City, legal officer for Zamboanga del Sur, and dean of the College of Law at Pagadian Capital College, mentoring generations of lawyers and judges. Early roles included work with Land Bank and the former Ministries of Human Settlements and Local Government. In 2016, his integrity earned him appointment as Regional Trial Court Judge. Receiving this tribute, his wife, Mrs. Neveline S. Banse, and daughter, Attorney Shane Amor S. Banse. Ladies and gentlemen, to receive a posthumous award, we have the Honorable Judge Ruben Nicasio Banse.
In the field of culture, arts, creative industry, and fashion, our next awardee is an advocate for Moro Muslim cultural heritage within Pagadian's tri-people setting. He promotes traditional arts, practices, and values in festivals and community gatherings. His work fosters understanding and respect among different groups. He shows how diversity strengthens our shared culture. Our next awardee, we have Kuya Bong was former Philippine delegate to the United Nations Global Indigenous Cultural Olympic Summit, participated in the various discussions and submitted resolutions on the issues and concerns on culture and arts. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, we have Mr. Ibrahim Balimbingan. Born on May 11, 1956 in Tuburan, Pagadian City, he is now 70 years old and has spent 42 years as a professional photographer. Starting his craft way back in 1984, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in General Science, he brought discipline, precision, and an artist's eye to every image he captured. For over 4 decades, he has been the city's visual storyteller, preserving history, milestones, and community memories in weddings, festivals, civic events, and everyday life. His work has documented Pagadian's growth, turning fleeting moments into lasting heritage for generations to see and cherish. He proves that photography is not just a skill, but a gift that keeps the past alive. Ladies and gentlemen, in the field of culture, arts, creative industry, and fashion, our next awardee, we have Sir Albert Coholanca Aquino.
A seasoned journalist and trusted news leader in Zamboanga del Sur, he spent over 3 decades covering governance, public works, development projects, and community affairs with unwavering fairness and precision in the field of journalism, media, and communications. He served as reporter, editor, and broadcast anchor across radio, print, and online platforms, notably with Mindanao Daily News, Zamboanga Peninsula Journal, and local stations, always ensuring citizens get accurate, balanced information to hold institutions accountable. He also led the Zamboanga del Sur chapter of the National Union of Journalists of the Philippines, mentoring young reporters and championing ethical, responsible media as a pillar of democracy. His work goes beyond reporting. He organizes community forums and citizen awareness programs, turning news into a tool for transparency and progress. For him, journalism is public service, and he has served Pagadian and the province with integrity and dedication. To receive the award for journalism, media, and communications, we have Mr. Ramil Bangis.
Still in the field of journalism, media, and communication, our next awardee is a veteran broadcaster and trusted voice on radio and print. He informed and guided Pagadian and nearby towns for decades, helping build a culture of responsible journalism and open civic dialogue. Beyond media, he served the public as provincial board member of Zamboanga del Sur and later as city councilor of Pagadian, crafting laws and policies that improve services and livelihood. Before the pandemic, he took on the vital role of city administrator, managing city operations and ensuring efficient, honest delivery of programs to every barangay, whether on air, in the council hall, or at the helm of city government. He remains steady, fair, and dedicated, always speaking truth and working for the common good. He proves that one person can serve as both a guardian of information and a builder of better community life. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee, we have Sir Rufeno B. Amor.
Our next awardee is a multi-platform journalist and community storyteller. Working across radio, newspapers, and digital media, including Pagadian Times, DXPR, and social channels, he travels to remote barangays to amplify the voices of farmers, fisherfolk, and cultural communities. He produces special features, documentaries, and educational programs that deepen understanding of local heritage, environmental care, and sustainable farming. More than a reporter, he is an advocate who connects people, resources, and ideas, proving that journalism can be a powerful force for inclusion and shared progress. Our awardee is Mr. Crismon Llanos, ably represented by Mr. Cristo Ray Ramones.
And this time in the field of science, technology, and engineering. Our awardee, he built the OG Santos Construction Corporation, founded in 1975 and now counted among the longest established and most widely trusted construction firms in Pagadian and the whole region. An active and respected leader in professional bodies like PICE, the Philippine Contractors Association, and allied groups, he has earned recognitions including Builder of the Year and Outstanding Professional. Across decades, his works on roads, bridges, buildings, and water systems has stood as a benchmark of quality and reliability. He shows how steady excellence and integrity turn one enterprise into a lasting contribution to community progress. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee, we have Engineer Oliver G. Santos.
Our next outstanding Pagadianon is a consistent achiever as valedictorian in elementary and high school. He earned his civil engineering degree from Misamis University, later securing postgrad studies, top-rank board passer including 17th National Civil Engineer plus Master Plumbing and Materials Engineer accreditations. His service journey began as Barangay Kagawad, then Punong Barangay of Tiguma, followed by City Councilor and later President of PICE Zamboanga del Sur Chapter, linking technical standards with public laws and planning. He also leads engineering and construction firms, bringing professional expertise to both private projects and community infrastructure needs. He also served as community chair and organizer for citywide events, always balancing technical excellence with leadership at barangay and city levels. He stands as a fine example, engineer by profession, public servant by choice. Ladies and gentlemen, another outstanding Pagadianan in the field of engineering, we have Engineer Fernando Y. Pameron.
And still in the field of engineering, starting from very humble beginnings in engineering practice, he worked step by step to build a construction company now recognized and respected throughout Zamboanga Peninsula. Guided by quality and discipline, his firm has delivered strong, safe projects, including landmarks like Mardale Hotel, while remaining active in professional engineering circles. His journey proves that through persistence, skill, and honest work, modest beginnings can grow into enterprises that serve and strengthen the whole region. He inspires others. Great things are built one solid foundation at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee in the field of engineering, we have Engineer Mario Revelo. Ably represented by Mr. Mark Revelo.
He began his rise at Cebu Central Colleges, where he started in the CAAA League. Selected 12th overall in the 1995 PBA draft, he played for Pure Foods, Gordon Jean, Ginebra San Miguel, winning the 1997 Commissioner's Cup title and later Santa Lucia Realtors. He also earned PBL Mythical Second Team honors and competed internationally with teams like Satria Muda and the Pagadian Explorers. As a proud member of the Philippine national team, he brought glory home by capturing gold medals at both the 1993 Singapore and 1995 Chiang Mai Sea Games. From local courts to collegiate, pro, and international stages, he carries the name of Pagadian with excellence, discipline, and pride. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for sports and youth development, we have Mr. Brian Michael Mike Orquillas.
And this time, one of our most outstanding Pagadianons, a special awardee. She is a brilliant and multifaceted Pagadianon leader, graduated cum laude in architecture and ranked top 3 nationwide in the architect licensure examination in January 2025. Since 2019, she has served as city councilor for 2 terms, chairing key committees from youth, tourism, and the arts to ecology, good governance, and public safety, linking design vision with public welfare. She also leads family enterprises and construction work while serving in the Red Cross, JCI, and Army Reserve units, plus holding cultural roles like Migayon Royal Court Honored Lady. With training from Harvard, Central St. Martins, and UP-NCPAG, she brings world-class perspective back home to shape a safer, greener, and more vibrant Pagadian. Young, accomplished, and deeply committed, she proves how excellence and service can go hand in hand. This year's special awardee, hand please for architect Sam Tyra Fernandez Co.
Our congratulations to our outstanding Pagadianons for 2026. Once again, our congratulations to our outstanding Pagadianon in celebration of the 57th Araw ng Pagadian 2026. From among the awardees, we have the Honorable Roger Mercado to hand in his response. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Honorable Roger Mercado.
Good evening to our City Mayor, the Honorable Samuel S. Go, members of the Selection Committee, fellow awardees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for this honor to be recognized as one of the most outstanding Pagadianons for 2026 is both humbling and unexpected. When I received the news, I found myself reflecting not on achievements or positions held, but on the different places and people that have become part of my life's journey. Pagadian is one of those places. While I was neither born nor raised here, there was a period in my life when I had the opportunity to live in this city. Like many experiences that seem ordinary at that time, it was only years later that I came to appreciate how certain places leave a lasting imprint on us. Not because of how long we stayed, but because of the people we met and the memories we carried with us. That is why this recognition is especially meaningful. It reminds me that connections are not measured solely by years or geography. Sometimes they are measured by the kindness of people who remember, who value your work, and who choose to consider you a part of their community. I am deeply grateful for that generosity. I accept this award with humility and with full awareness that whatever accomplishments I may have achieved were never mine alone. Throughout my years in public service, I have been blessed with mentors, colleagues, friends, and family members who have guided me supported me, and carried the burden with me during difficult times. This recognition belongs to them as much as it belongs to me. Public service has taught me many lessons, but perhaps the most important is that leadership is ultimately about people. Titles come and go. Positions change. What remains are the lives we touch, the trust we earn, and the values we leave behind. For that reason, I receive this award not as a celebration of the past, but as an encouragement to continue striving to be worthy of the trust that people place in us. To the City Government of Pagadian, the MOPA 2026 Selection Committee, and the people of this beautiful city, thank you for this recognition and for the honor of being remembered. I will treasure this award not only for what it represents, but for the reminder that meaningful connections endure across time and distance. Daghan kayong salamat ug maayong gabi kanaton tanan.
Speaking in behalf of the awardees, that was of course the Honorable Roger G. Mercado. Thank you very much. And at this juncture, we will now be moving on for our Ascenso Media Awards Night 2026 awardees. And with that, we'd like to request again the presence of our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Mayor Samuel Esco, together with the members of the City Tourism Council, to please join with us on stage. As together we will be presenting this year's awardee for our Ascenso Media Awards. And let's start off with this year's News Reporter of the Year. Once again, I would like to request the presence of all members of the City Tourism Council to please join with us on stage. Do we have in the house Ma'am Ray and the rest of the members? And a twist of our awardees, of course, all of them will be receiving at the same time a cash prize. Courtesy, of course, of the City Government of Pagadian, under, of course, the baton of our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Mayor Samuel Esco. And again, of course, on June 21st, that is on Sunday, we would like to invite everyone to witness, of course, our civic military parade and anniversary program as well. All right, so this is it, Pagadianos. We will now be presenting to you this year's News Reporter of the Year. And this year's News Reporter of the Year is from 91.9 Radio Natin FM Pagadian, we have Miss Luwalhati Bilen. She will also receive a cash prize, courtesy of course, from the City Government of Pagadian.
For Public Service Station of the Year goes to DXPR Size 03 RMN Pagadian. Public Service Station of the Year. Our awardee is from the station DXPR Size 03 RMN Pagadian.
So our next award is the Field Reporter of the Year. And the Field Reporter of the Year is from Bright Channel. We have Mr. Audi Hampong.
Field Reporter of the Year, Audi Hampong. Our radio news program of the year is from DXBZ AM 756 Radyo Bagting Pagadian, Lanog sa Bagtingan, Miss Vanessa Tumakmol.
And moving on this time, we will be awarding this year's Digital News Channel of the Year. And this year's Digital News Channel of the Year is One TV Philippines.
Our most outstanding journalist of the year, from J Channel, Mr. J. Apales.
And our next award is the Newspaper Publication of the Year. And the Newspaper Publication of the Year goes to Pagadian Times.
Newspaper Publication of the Year goes to Pagadian Times, with editor Don Sherwin Liu. our radio broadcaster of the year from XFM Pagadian, Mr. Kenneth Bustamante.
And our next award is this year's Radio Station of the Year. And this year's Radio Station of the Year is awarded to DXPR 603 RMN Pagadian.
Station ID of the year goes to DXWD 96.7 IFM News Pagadian.
Yeah, this time we'll be moving on to our next awardee. Our next awardee is the Correspondent of the Year. And the Correspondent of the Year goes to Ms. Leia Agonoy, National News.
Our next awardee is the DJ of the Year, the lady who can soften your heart through her voice. Ladies and gentlemen, the DJ of the Year is from DXCA 106.3 Bell FM Pagadian. We have Miss Annabelle Guitarte.
And lastly, for our Sense of Media Awards night, we will now be presenting to you this year's Top Content Creator. And our Top Content Creator of the Year is Tagapagadian ni Bay. Congratulations! And that concludes our awardees for this year's Ascension Media Awards Night 2026. Congratulations to our well-deserved awardees. Above all, of course, our huge thanks to the members of the City Tourism Council. And of course, together our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Mayor Samuel Esco, and the members of the 15th City Council. Thank you very much. Again, we're inviting everyone to witness on Sunday, of course, that falls the 21st day of June for the Civic Military Parade and, of course, the anniversary program of the 57th Araw ng Pagadian. Once again, thank you very much to our City Tourism Council.
We're not going to close yet, but here's Attorney Roxanne Desiree O10, our city administrator, will bring some beautiful thoughts home. Can we put our hands together for Attorney Roxanne Desiree Tan?
Let's dance to the beat and be happy. A sense of pagadian atong dakbayan.
Okay, sorry, you almost forget. Before we're going to close this program, this time we would like to give the certificate of appreciation to the members, of course, of our media. You have been with us for the past few years until now. We would like to present the certificate of appreciation, and with that, we would like to request once again the presence of our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Mayor Samuel Escot, to please join with us on stage. Okay, certificate of appreciation is hereby given to Zamboanga del Sur Pagadian City Press Club Incorporated of the City Government of Pagadian in the effective dissemination of public information, contributing significantly to the promotion of transparency, public awareness, and community engagement in support of programs, projects, and initiatives for the welfare of the people of Pagadian City. Your unwavering support, commitment, and partnership in advancing timely and relevant public information are highly appreciated and commendable. Given its 19th day of June 2026 at the Ascenso Convention Center, Rotonda, Pagadian City. Signed, Honorable Mayor Samuel Esco, together with the City Councilor, Honorable Lance Samuel Efco, the Chairman of the 57th Araw ng Pagadian and Ascenso Awards Night 2026.
This certificate of appreciation is hereby given to Zamboanga del Sur Pagadian City Press Club Incorporated.
Dapiton ko kamo sa pagadian, maanyag nga dakbayan. Ang katawhan matinod anon, buotan maabi-abihon. The pearl of the southern sea, rich in culture and history, has
And this I would like to request
Let's dance to the beat and be happy.
May we humbly request
And at this juncture, we'd like to request our former awardees of the Outstanding Pagadianos to please join with us on stage for a short photo op together with our city officials and, of course, the organizing committee of this year's Most Outstanding Pagadianos. Once again, we'd like to request the presence of our former Most Outstanding Pagadianos to please join with us on stage.